Alright, welcome back to the Corporate Esports Association Dota 2 Spring 2020 tournament. We're in the semi-finals now, so we've got pretty much the 4 best teams left in the tournament. New York Jiayou from Facebook versus Google Cloud players. I'm pretty excited for this match as a Facebook employee myself. You know, New York Jiayou has to kind of carry our hopes and dreams, right, Fruitcakes?
Yes, there are hopes and dreams for sure. We call them the like the hope of the entire village. It's the same meme that LGD got, but that's what they are right now. There are only team left. Both other teams, mine and Vincent's team, got knocked out first week in the playoffs.
Yeah,
super disappointing. But
that feels bad.
But as long as one of our teams goes far, we're happy about it.
Updating my stream. So, okay, I think these bans are pretty well targeted from both teams now. Phoenix and LC, we've seen Diablo have a lot of success on LC in the past. I'm curious if they're going to ban Bane as well on the side of New York Jiayou.
Yeah, I have not researched these teams much, so I assume that they know what they're doing. I think both teams are very prepared for this match. So yeah, Enigma ban. That's not something you see very often.
They did play Enigma in the last round against OK Google Pick Techies, so I think this is a pretty reasonable ban. Although I haven't really been seeing this hero that much. I know you've talked about you know, the Necro Book first build. I actually watched that video after you told me about it, but it didn't seem that impressive, but I could definitely see it does fit in with like what Enigma does best. Yeah,
it's just a nicer build up. I think it's like similar to the Helmet and Dominator build, but maybe slightly more efficient. But yeah, this hero has been off the radar for like maybe a year or so, but now finally he's back. You know, the big team fight ultimate. But of course we're not gonna see that this game because it's banned.
Alright, and Clock is going to be the next ban as well. I mean, I've seen Google Cloud players play it a few times, but I feel like this hero has largely fallen off though. He used to be really popular because you could pick him in like position 3 or position 4. Now it seems like offlane Clockwork doesn't feel like an option anymore, and even position 4 Clockwork is kind of meh now.
Really? I thought Clockwork's still pretty good in all scenarios.
Okay, I like from the Clockworks I've seen in pubs at least, like I haven't seen a whole lot of success, and I don't think I've seen much Clockwork in pro play recently either. Oh, and they're gonna pick Bane. All right, you don't have to ban it if you're gonna pick it, so I like this a lot. Yeah. Nice. I mean, I did talk to SKSK earlier this morning. This is exactly what he said he'd ban, so I was like, okay, I kind of expected this.
Okay. Wow. Leaking the strats, I see. You shouldn't be telling them.
I mean, it's already happened, so I'm not gonna like. It's not like I can take it back now. Well, I didn't know about picking Bane at least. I knew they were gonna ban these 4 heroes.
Yeah. Hold on, my stream isn't working.
Interesting. I don't think I've seen New York Jiayou play Ricky yet. Oh, okay, I guess I've played it once. Okay, Snapfire. Seems like a new one for Google Cloud players. I'm not too big on this hero right now. It seems like it's very easy to not have impact.
Yeah, like this hero got nerfed a lot. The ult's still good, the cookie's still good, but overall the hero, aside from those 2 spells, is difficult to perform.
Okay, Lich. So it's gonna be a position 4 Snapfire, or maybe one of those like Ice style offlane Snapfires that builds lots of auras. But I don't know. I feel like position 5 makes the most sense for Snapfire right now, and now they have 2 position 5 heroes.
10 seconds to pick.
Yeah. So it's position 4 Snapfire most likely.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna
Radiant's back.
fare, I guess.
And Lina, I think this will be in position for Lina as well. Alipay has played it a few times, and I think this is definitely the best position for Lina right now.
Yeah, it could be a flex. Like, I don't like mid Lina, but it could work. Like, there's a universe where that might be
10
okay.
seconds to
Yeah. And Lich, he's not really like really good in lane, but it is kind of annoying to deal with Lina. She's got so much more attack range, and the LSA is like very annoying to deal with as well. So I don't think Lich will have the easiest lane either.
Yeah, Lina just has the highest attack range for all heroes, so it's a super good way to bully people out of the lane.
Let's see. What are we going to see next from New York Jiayou? So they've already banned the Wraith King, which is something they've had tons of success with. I'm just going down the list of like heroes they've picked, and most of them are banned out actually. Like the top 4 that they've picked so far are like the 4 that top 3. I guess the Witch Doctor's still in the pool, but they're not going to push Witch Doctor at this point.
only 10 seconds.
I guess they can play reactive at this stage because they have they can react to the core picks now from Google Cloud players. It seems like the lanes are pretty set in stone, right? Like once these like next heroes come out, like we know that like Lich is most likely going to be like almost always going to be position 5, and Snapfire is probably going to be position 4. So when they pick this core, they should hopefully know where it goes.
Yeah.
Dire team are now picking.
I don't like having both like supports picked in the first stage, because it's really easy to counter the lanes. Like, you know that like you can pick a core that's good against Snapfire and it'll just like do pretty well in the lane, and vice versa.
I think Bane is going to do really well against Snapfire. Like it seems like Snapfire is not going to have the best time against Bane.
Only 10 seconds.
Yeah, like nowadays I don't really know what lane Snapfire wins. Maybe like a super aggressive lane, but even then, like the Q doesn't do a lot of damage either, and I don't know. It's a lane that's hard to make work, I think.
I mean, it's definitely about the combo with Cookie for the most part. It's kind of like how you think about Grimstroke, but LC's already banned out for Google Cloud players, and that's really like their main like lane dominating offlaner that I've seen Diablo play. Oh, Faceless Void picked up.
That's most likely gonna go with a Lich, which is also super powerful. Like you put the Frost Armor on and you can get like maybe a few bashes, and that's probably a kill on the Lina.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen New York Jiayou play Venomancer, but this seems like it could be a decent game so far for it. Like there's.
Oh, I know they want to play Venomancer.
Oh yeah, you were gonna see it.
Well, the entire reason why I picked Venomancer like 12 times in the last month is because SK told me that it's a good hero and I should try it.
I mean, this already looks like a great game for an offlane Venomancer. Like you crush this Faceless Void in lane. There's not much to like really get on top of you. Like I guess Faceless Void can time walk, but other than that, there's not a whole lot right now. These supports aren't really going to threaten Veno that much.
Yeah, but Veno, yeah, like I mean they banned Slark, so that's one of the better Veno counters. The other one left is Jug, but like there's no way they'll pick Void and Jug. So yeah, Veno, pretty good pick here.
My only concern with Veno is like they don't have like a frontline until they get a lot of items. Like Slaughter is much better in the tanky department, and there's gonna be a lot of damage coming out of this lane. Hopefully we'll see Lina start with the Blightstone.
Yeah, Lina, I think support Lina should start with a Blightstone.
10 seconds
Like she
to
should
pick.
go for the auto attacks. That's why she is so strong as a
5
position
seconds.
4
Hurry,
in lane.
hurry.
Yeah, these bashes
And-
are gonna hurt a lot from Slaughter with the minus armor.
I think maybe a Beastmaster for Google Cloud players here. Maybe that would round out like their team fight and vision.
I think they
Perhaps.
need some other way to start the fight, right? Right now it's just the chrono, and that's not how you want to start fights ever, because then you're very all in. It's very difficult to get the right positioning. So definitely some sort of blink initiator would be preferred. Beastmaster seems okay, but again you're like very ulti dependent.
Yeah,
Radiant
It's
team
not a long one at least.
Razor.
Oh, Razor.
This is most likely gonna be a flex. Probably could go mid as well, or go off lane.
Right, but I don't like. Maybe they want to put the Razor up against Slaughter and then like change up the lanes a little bit. But then
You can do that too.
you're putting Razor against Lina, which doesn't seem great either. So
Yeah.
But I do like Razor Snapfire as a combo, right? Like, it's kind of like the same idea with Grimstrike. It's like imagine giving Razor a stun, and suddenly he's like a really broken hero.
Yeah, that seems pretty strong.
I'm just worried that like, what is this Razor going to even build to be useful for his team, right? Like, if it's off lane,
Just regular
Just
Razor items.
Razor
I don't know. But I do think that Dire is lacking like utility builders. Like maybe Snapfire goes for the Greaves, but that's not gonna be ready for a long time. Someone needs to build auras. So
oh, Spec.
Spectre. Do you think they can buy enough space for the Spectre this game? I mean, if it's a
but
Razor,
is Spec going to be like the strongest carry right now? Like she can definitely murder these supports, but I feel like Faceless Void could potentially beat Spectre in the late
10
game.
seconds to pick.
that's true too. But
5
it's
seconds. Hurry,
it's hard to initiate on a Spectre in the late game, right? I mean, it's possible, but like Spectre's always gonna be in the back, and then she's gonna be like jumping onto the supports.
Yeah, like she can always just save the horn till after Chrono's over. I get it. I think I still like to see a save of some sort from New York Jiayou, like
Radiant
maybe a Pugner and OD. I'm surprised
Yeah.
they banned DP. Like I feel like OD seems like a really good hero right in this lineup. Although you don't have last pick, so maybe picking OD you could go into like potentially a really difficult matchup like Queen of Pain.
I feel like New York Jiayou probably doesn't want to go super late. They just want some core items on the Spectre, maybe not even Radiance, just like Diffuse Omenta and like to try to fight. And their goal is probably to like bully the Void in lane so that the Void wouldn't have any farm. But they
They're
banned
gonna ban
OD.
the OD.
Interesting.
That
Yeah, I wonder what mid they're gonna pick here. They don't have last pick, so whatever they pick might get countered by the other side. So
Yeah, these seem pretty generic. Alright, Ember Spirit.
okay.
Okay.
This
I feel like this is like a really
pretty-
easy Queen of Pain pickup, right? Like,
Yes. Yeah. Quap is really good here versus 3 melee cores. Like, no matter how you search up the lane, Quap is gonna have a good time. And yeah, how did it deal with the Chronos here? That's a big problem.
they don't have any options for it. After this Void gets BKB, they're gonna have a pretty rough time.
Yeah. Although they do have a lot of disables for the Quap, so like the Quap might do well in lane. Oh, it is a Quap. Yeah.
Okay.
This Quap might do well in lane, but I feel like in the mid game, with the Bane rotations, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
hard time.
I guess they're like trying to rely on Bane to like grip the Void during the Chrono, and they don't really have that many ways to cancel it, right? Razor will probably build a Yules at some point. It's going to be pretty difficult for Lich to get in range for a Sinister Gaze, and Cookie is like not that easy either. So
Right.
I feel like that's what they're going with, but also think Queen of Pain is just going to build an Orchid, and it's going to be really tough for this Bane to play.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Like, I think the draft is fairly evenly
10
matched.
seconds to pick.
It's all on execution. Lanes are going to be super important. Like, if the Void gets a good start or the Spectre gets a good start, I guess on Facebook it's really the Ember Spirit that's gonna need to make the space.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that like Facebook are gonna get rolled in the lanes, aren't they? Like Razor against like a melee core, Queen of Pain against Ember.
We'll have to see.
Yeah,
I think Flutter, like, yeah, it looks to me that Facebook is losing 2 of the lanes probably, but they should win the whichever lane Void goes to. So that may be their saving grace. And I guess like it's not a big deal if Spectre like quote unquote loses the lane, as long as Spectre gets farm. I think that lane is fine. The Quap versus Ember lane is what does worry me.
Oh, and there's a pause. Oh, of course, every time there's like a WC call, there's like, I don't know, this is a bit suspicious. Like they're definitely still discussing the strategy.
Yeah.
I'm not even seeing anyone disconnect.
Interesting, Dota Plus says Ember beats Quapping lane. I wonder if that's because like you can try to dodge the dagger with side assist. Can
you? It follows you around, doesn't it?
If you time it really well, you're invulnerable during side assist, right?
But it doesn't disjoint projectiles.
I do not know.
I don't think it works. Like I've seen Sleight of Fist dodge like abilities that don't specifically target you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't work.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But Dota Plus gives the Ember Spirit the advantage in that matchup. I'm not sure if it's because the lane isn't as bad as we think, or it's like, I feel like the lane is pretty bad, but like maybe later on, like once they both have level 6, it becomes more Ember Spirit favored.
Maybe. I mean, the level 3 Flame Guard seems like it scales a lot better than the Shadow Strike does.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of it.
Alright. I'm gonna take this pause to get some coffee, because I think I'm gonna need it.
Oh, I'm seeing Flyoid Bro. He's just started Dota 2. Oh, he's not in this. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Okay.
Alright. Seems like they're back. Bladders are empty. Nice.
Okay, New York Jiayou, they're starting off with an instant smoke again. I feel like they just do this every game from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's not to like get first blood usually. They just want to get out.
You want to put the ward down first, right?
And yeah, the ward is big because if you get it down first, they don't know where you put it, and you might see where they put it.
Okay, so can I put a? Oh, he's smoke. Bane's smoke broke to the tower. Oh, you know, maybe just expired. Yeah, getting the early smoke as well makes you move faster, but I don't really see this that often anymore. It was like a big thing like a year or two ago.
30 seconds to
Yeah, I think nowadays you start with 2 smokes, and smokes are just, there's less smokes now. There's 1 less smoke in the beginning, so that if you use 1 right now, it's more costly, I think. But I don't know, like in my bracket, smokes aren't being used all that much, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's definitely a captain's mode only type of thing, right? Alright, well it seems like nothing's really gonna happen for these 0-minute banning runes. So 2 for 2.
Fire still haven't put down any wards yet. This is interesting.
Like it's pretty risky to put a ward on this this side of the river on Radiant because you can just stand next to the tower and you know that there's vision there. Like you can stand in the trees.
Sometimes you can do that, but sometimes you just get ganked, right? Like
That's true.
like, oh, you're getting hit by the tower, and I'm just gonna like chains you, and you're dead.
Alright, so it's gonna be Razor up against the Spectre, and Slider up against Void. So
yeah. So they should win the Slardar Void lane, I think.
yeah, I feel like Lena's just going to chip them down slowly, although GH is taking a lot of damage here. But seems like it's going to be pretty quiet. I don't see that much kill potential unless like, it's more on if a player makes a mistake, right? I don't see any like lanes where it's like, they're obviously going to get completely crushed.
Yeah. Mid lane though, Ember is ahead by 4 last hits. That's like entire creep wave. Pretty surprising. He managed to push the creep wave under the tower, and Quap wasn't able to get all the last hits under tower. So.
He's crushing it in this lane. 10-0 versus 4-0.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's the damage, base damage advantage.
It is pretty significant. You can start chipping away at this Quap with Sleight of Fist as well.
Yeah. And I wonder if he's gonna like I saw Quap try to dagger but canceled it twice. I wonder if she's trying to.
I think maybe waiting for after the Flame Remnant pops so then you can break it a bit faster. If you use it after, if the Flame Guard gets popped after, you're not gonna break it ever with like the rest of the dot damage.
Yeah. Flyro Bro was trying to cancel the or dodge the dagger with Sleight of Fist, but he wasn't successful. It was pretty close, I think. I still don't know if it actually works, but I think they're both playing around it, so kind of interesting. Meanwhile, other lanes pretty quiet. Slardar's getting owned actually. They need to pull really bad.
Yeah, it's just been under this tower the whole time. Oh, they get the deny on the range creep as well.
They still didn't pull.
Alright, Transparency, he's in a bit of trouble, but the spec doesn't really do a whole lot. No points in Desolate yet either. Needs to be careful not to lose the Courier. The Soul Ring gets delivered. The Cookie forward, but they don't get the Courier. Instead, maybe he's going to get the Courier instead. No, he doesn't go for it either. First Blood fed, not even a Courier in return.
So this laning stage is favoring Dire by quite a bit. Except the mid lane. So maybe Ember can pull the lane back. Oh, he did dodge the dagger. Yeah, so it does work.
Interesting. But, oh.
Spectre is getting a decent amount last hits. I think that's all they need in this thing, honestly.
She has a Soul Ring now as well, so she can start spamming those daggers. It adds up over time. It's not the most damage-heavy nuke, but it's not terrible either.
Mostly I'm worried about the Slardar lane. I feel like this lane is something they should, like, be better at, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like you think about Slardar against like a melee core and he just dominates the lane, but it hasn't really been happening. The bash is available, not gonna get it. It seems like he's holding onto this bash. He wants level 2 bash before he goes for anything, but not gonna be able to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, Slardar, I think it's the nerfs. Like, he got nerfed again and again. Now he's just, like, mediocre. That's how I feel. Maybe.
I haven't been too impressed by Slardar in the last, like, 2 months either.
Yeah.
He was way too good before, I think. That's the difference, right?
Yeah.
Right. 5-minute ban runes. It seems like it's gonna be 3 for 1. Castling managed to pick up the one at top.
Yeah, and they managed to get a pull onto a double neutral, so a lot of XP gonna get denied here if they don't go to that camp soon.
Yeah, they're in range for the XP, but yeah,
Okay,
not
now
gonna
they
get
are.
the gold. They don't really have a way to clear this camp either. Lina did skill Dragon Slave, so that is an option, but it's pretty meager at level 1.
Yeah, so the new Lina support build that I saw skills 2 levels of Fiery Soul at level 3, so he didn't go for that, which is interesting.
Can you even stack Fiery Soul? I guess it's the
You
LSA
can.
is the same cooldown every level.
Yeah, so you just like LSA a few times and you get so many auto attacks onto everyone.
Alright, Ember, he's done the Remnant trick, but Quap will be able to get an Arcane Drain. This is huge for the President P. Will he make a move onto the other lane? Slight chains coming out.
Looks like he's just gonna stay mid and try to pressure the Ember a little bit.
Yeah.
Ember has to go back to base once again.
And the wave is constantly going to be starting to push in for President P. He's going to deny... Oh, the siege creep? Uphill miss.
Alright, he does get the deny.
Oh, and meantime, Bane ends up dying at bot.
Okay, but they're not killing the Spectre. Like, I'm okay with this Bane dying, I feel like.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
seems
Bane's
fine.
job.
Like, Bane's going to pick up level 6 at some point, probably with the Tome, and then just, like, grip the Quap or Faceless Void, one of the two.
Yeah.
And Faceless
Ooh,
Void
they get
actually
a-
goes down.
That's a pretty big kill. Yeah, somehow he died to the left of the jungle, like in the old secret shop area. That's... I don't know why he would be there.
Yeah, it's a very confusing situation. The Arcane Rune's popped on Quap now, but not getting a chance to use Sonic Wave, so a bit of a wasted opportunity for President P here. I kind of would have liked to seen him go for another lane, but I guess making sure Ember can't catch up.
Yeah, Quap has a lot of denied now, so there is a fairly significant XP lead for the Quap.
Okay.
But now
So
Lina rotates in, gets spotted by the ward though, so I don't think
Terror is over.
they shouldn't be able to get much out of this.
it's not really easy to just like let's say a Quap either, right? That's not like really something you can do. Transparency's in a ton of trouble. He doesn't have Cookie yet either, so it seems like this should be a pretty free kill for the Spectre here.
But the Quap is gonna rotate in.
Yeah, this could be kind of scary. They don't have any vision of Quap coming, but Alipay is going to be the sacrifice here.
Yeah, they'll
Maybe
get a...
he should
Wait.
Soul Ring TP
But
out there. He
Spectre
Soul
didn't-
Rings, but he just dies to the Sonic Wave. And
Spectre went
now
back to the lane. But
now-
Ember rotates in now.
Amber's come... Diablo could be in a bit of trouble
There's a
here.
haste
He
here.
has Sleight of Fist soon, but no chains yet. He tries to dodge it, but he gets daggered anyway. He will be able to scoot
Yeah.
out of there with the haste rune though. So big rotation from the Quap. Getting the Spectre is a pretty big kill right before the Necro Book as well. So just slow down that
Top
farm a
lane,
little bit.
Lard are in trouble.
Yeah.
Are they gonna get another dash?
Big stick and a bash under the tower. The
2-man bash and Spectre
and
Haunt.
the Haunt as well.
Void
Nice
dies.
turnaround. And Castling's in a ton of
Okay.
trouble now as well. Another Frost Blast comes out, but Castling, he's going to be the one to fall for this. And a tip comes
And
out.
a miss. Oh boy.
Double kill for the Spectre. Nice recovery
That's
there from Maybe.
Yeah, that's a very nice haunt. Just 2 kills. It saves the starter as well. The starter was gonna go down under tower. And slightly unfortunate by the Void not getting another bash there.
Yeah, well, sometimes the RNG giveth, and sometimes the RNG taketh. SKSK is going to pick up this outpost at top, so they should be able to hold on to it. Can they reclaim the one at bot as well? It doesn't seem like that's the case, but SK, he's TPing bot. They're just going to trade again, it seems. Because I don't...
Yeah.
Spec's not going to be able to cancel it. I feel like maybe Lina should have stayed top, but it's fine. They could have potentially gotten both outposts.
It's
Quap is
pretty
heading top
hard.
now.
It's pretty hard to get both if both teams are like
Beck
looking
is
for it.
in
Ooh.
potentially some trouble. Quap's going to pick up the bounty rune.
Bing is dead. Okay.
Oh.
Not level 6 yet, but
In the meantime, Razor's probably gonna die. He
like
gets
they can get
LSA,
Razor.
but Spec's in a ton of trouble now. Surrounded on both sides. The Frost Shield
TP
coming
out?
out. They have no way to
No,
cancel
this
it,
is
but no,
Sinister Gate.
this is Sinister Gate. And he's
can
gonna
he
go
get
down.
onto the high ground?
Chrono's dropped for it. Space created.
Okay. So yeah, that's some space, but I mean, Chrono at this point for a Spectre kill probably still okay. There, I don't think
Definitely didn't need
Radiant
it.
has any timing. But yeah, he didn't need it. But if we look at the net worth chart, Spectre is way ahead of everyone. It's those 2 kills. Those are such big kills.
Yeah. Also, what is this Ember Spirit build? He's going for an urn into BTs?
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
BTs I guess are nice because you have Revenants where you can like go back to base and refill. And Urn, like the Vessel build for Ember is actually pretty standard nowadays. You just amps your damage by so much.
Yeah, it's also great against Faceless Void. He can't really get as much back from Time Walking anymore because that's technically healing as well. Cookie will eventually start healing up, and we'll probably see Snapfire by Greaves, so generally seems like a good item across the board.
For sure.
Alright, Necro Book 1 is done on the Spec if he buys it.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah,
I can't
Spectre
believe
is
this
gonna
is
farm
meta now.
quite a bit. Yeah, it's pretty weird how Dota just shifts, but I mean it makes sense. You want the extra mana on your carries so that you can farm, spam your spells and farm faster, and the creeps just help you as well.
Alright, he's in a ton of trouble. Gets linked up with the Cookie. He is pretty dead here. I don't see any way out. And
Done, but
a lot of damage stolen by Diablo as well, so they can put a lot of pressure on this tower, but the Horn
Taunt?
is popped. They go for the
They get
Quap.
a Quap.
President Pete's dead already. Snapfire TP
That
did,
is
but
a
not gonna
thief
get
use.
anything.
4-man rotation though. They should pressure this mid tower, I think.
Yeah.
Because Dire is pressuring bottom. Mid tower is worth so much more than the safe lane.
Yeah, I'm not really
They're
sure
one
why
tower.
Facebook are backing off from mid. They could definitely do a lot of damage here. In the meantime, Ember's TPing top. They want this Faceless Void. He doesn't have Chrono for 30 seconds. Seems like there's going to be a Nightmare. The cast range is really short at level 1, so they're not going to get in range for that.
The ward in the jungle caught a glimpse of the Bane before he could see the Void, so
I
Void
kind of feel like
unlocked out.
that wasn't going to happen. Like, the cast range on Nightmare is shorter than Vision, so like you have to.
There's a ward though to the left.
Yeah.
So I think that could see. That saw the Bane when he was walking up the hill.
Yeah, I'm more referring to like Bane won't be able to see the Void before he can just time walk out. Very.
Oh, yeah.
It's not very easy to get these level 1 Nightmares off.
True. So it looks like, yeah, Google is gonna get a free tower bottom and a free tower mid. These are 2 big towers that they're just
I
getting.
am starting
free.
to drop frames.
Rip. But they'll take a top tower for trade, but losing the mid tower is huge.
Alright, well, they're gonna get. I mean, the BTs are pretty close to being done on the Ember, so he'll be able to just be everywhere on the map at once this happens. So can Facebook even fight them? Like, Spec doesn't have Haunt right now. This bot tower is taking a lot of damage, or it's going to start taking a lot of damage, and Quap is probably also going to head bot soon after she clears this wave.
Yeah, the trouble that I see is the Ember is gonna get BTs, but then Quap is gonna have an Orchid. BTs versus Orchid, not really working that well.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not
good to
even
see out, I
seeing
guess,
like any dispel on the mind of Flyodbury right now. He's gonna go into like what Ring of Health plus a Vitality booster, a Vanguard?
I don't know.
I don't know what that's about.
What is a Crystallis built into? Like, it only builds into Daedalus, but it's like a Vanguard into
Oh, they get the Slide
Daedalus?
Chains onto Quap, but not gonna get the LSA follow-up. Cast range a little bit too short. Flyod Bro, he's slowed down pretty significantly. The Remnant is
Cookie,
really slow.
but not gonna do enough. Quap has a
meantime,
CD room, so this is
Faces
pretty
Void,
scary.
he's got Chrono, he's looking for one. He gets the two Chrono on Ember and Quap. Ember's in a ton of trouble now. Feed script coming out onto the Faces Void, but it's too late. He's already killed the Ember, and now they're all gonna die. Seems like GH is probably gonna die as well. 4 heroes dead inside of Facebook. That's some good plays from Google Cloud players there.
Yeah, the wraparound from top and the Chain Frost. Feels bad to be a Bane in that situation because, like, you cast your Fiend's Grip and then there's a Chain Frost flying. And you're like, oh god, please don't hit me.
I can't run.
Yeah, and then that kind of just killed him.
You definitely, it's really hard to start fights on the back foot. Quap with a DD, running at this spec now. Just gonna TP out of there.
Yeah, this Quap is making so much space on the map now, and she doesn't even have Orchid yet. She's about to get it soon. I think like maybe 400 more gold-ish. But yeah, after that Orchid, Facebook's gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, what?
Spectre's going for Radiant still.
Oh, okay, they managed to pick up this regen rune. Diablo's getting quite low, but draining all the damage from Flyout, bro. He's not doing a whole lot anymore. His Sleight of Fist not doing that much. Haunt was popped, but not gonna get anything out of it. Diablo lives. He's also going for a blade mail, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, the vessel is not complete on the Ember yet. Is he gonna finish?
He's gonna finish the
He
bots.
is gonna finish the bots first.
Also, Faceless Void, he is going for a Crystallis. Not something you see every day. I feel like Maelstrom usually as the next item is more common.
But I think Facebook has damage problems, so maybe they both want to fight a lot. But yeah, before Spectre gets Radiance, and he just missed 2 last hits. Come on, CS roll. Yeah, they're gonna have so much damage problems. It's not gonna be great.
Yeah, well, I feel like if they can start the fight with a Fiend's Grip on like Queen of Pain or Faceless Void, like these fights can start looking really good, right?
Yeah, smoke coming out from Dire.
Yeah, they've been getting caught out on the back foot. They're kind of relying on like some sort of like 4-man gank into a Haunt, but they're just really split up right now. The scan comes out. It's gonna pop, so they do find it. Nice intuition there.
Are they gonna be able to get the Spectre? No.
TP out. But they should be able to get this tower. I don't really see a way for Facebook to defend this, because there's already a Chrono on the Void.
Yeah.
Orchid is almost done as well.
Looking a bit rough.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire. Dire's top tower is being attacked.
So this tower should go down for free. Can they get anything in return? They're putting some amount of damage on this T2 at top, but it's just Lina. She doesn't push that fast. And oh, haste popped, and Diablo gets caught by a Searing Chains, but it seems like Flyer Bro's just gonna run out of there. The Crystallis is done on the Faceless Void as well.
And he's just farming in the enemy's jungle, leaves 1 creep. Wow. So that creep is gonna block the next wave of neutrals.
It's the one that's worth nothing as well. See if he decides to do this. Not for this one.
Yeah, so Spectre is gonna walk into the jungle in a bit and be like, where are all my creeps?
Dire's top tower is
I mean, the Radiance is... It's coming, but it's gonna be pretty late. I feel like it's gonna be almost too late at this point.
Yeah, I feel like Dire will be sieging high ground by the time the Radiance is done, so...
Alright, seems like more pressure being put on this top T2. They should be able to get it, although the fort is popped now. But at least forcing out the fort. And Facebook are going to use their own fortification for this mid tower. I feel like trading is probably not the worst thing for them right now.
I feel like the fort is a bit early. Like, they fort one way, but like, what about the next wave? What if Dire pushes high ground? Like, don't have a fort, and generally, like, I think if you fort and you don't plan to like take a stand or take another objective, it's not really that worthwhile.
Alright.
So 20-minute bounty runes seems like 2 for 2 here.
Yeah.
Bane is gonna walk into the tower, get zapped a little, but he's gonna be fine. Spectre still farming, almost has the relic, so it's looking like a maybe 23, 24 minute radiance. Not the worst. He needs to use his Necro Book more though.
The Aether Lens is almost done for Lino. They will finally get this top tier 2 at the cost of this mid tier 2. Although Facebook could potentially defend this, Queen of Pain's quite far away still. But they need to act now, otherwise it's not going to happen. Although, I guess the tower's going to be enough to push him back.
Yeah. So Dire is spending a lot of time grouped up mid. This is time that they're not using the farm.
Yeah, the relic is done now if Spec wants to buy it. I think he should.
Yeah. He's still not using the Necro Books.
Yeah, it seems a
puzzling.
bit odd. Why else would you buy
Maybe
them?
he wants to like save it for a fight because he knows they're gonna fight very soon, so he wants to haunt in and fight with Necro Books potentially.
Alright, Quap getting slept. There's no follow-up yet. They could potentially be a Fiend's Grip. He's gonna go for it. There it is. The Fiend's Grip goes out onto the Spec now. Haunt not quite popped yet. Then Mortimer's Kisses comes out. Quap will be the first one to die. That's an excellent start to the fight for Facebook. Can they get any more? Seems like Google, they're on full retreat. But the Haunt it comes in. Chain Frost comes out. Now Quap actually buys back. TP's to the mid tower. And can Facebook, they need to run.
They got away. Okay.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That was a Quap dieback, or not dieback, but buyback. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Now, now that Quap is below Ember in that. So.
That was for sure the best outcome they could have asked for.
Yeah.
I think it was a bit questionable. Like the Quap was like over here by herself and just got Fiend's Gripped after the Nightmare. They had so much time to like kind of reposition and set up for the fight, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I think they maybe spotted the boys farming somewhere and knew that there wasn't gonna be a chrono. But if there was a chrono, then that wouldn't be a very good fight. Smoke from Dire. They're looking for the Spectre, but Spectre's backing away, so he knows something's up. But are they gonna walk up the high ground?
Starter's almost got Axe.
They
spot the Spect. The Chrono comes out now. They probably have the damage
doesn't have all.
snapped up. No, she can just dagger. It should be enough damage. That's it's a full Chrono. They don't even have that much damage to like go into the Chrono, but it's more than enough.
Yeah, 4 heroes ganking the Spec.
Also, Slido is almost done with Axe.
Okay. Yeah, Ember does have yours now. They're gonna go for the Roche. That's pretty big. Spectre isn't gonna be up for this defense, so
she won't have Horn even if she buys back. Like, so she doesn't have buyback anyway. I don't know if Facebook can really defend this. And 3-man LSA comes out though.
Still,
it's pretty spooky.
Like
it seems like Ember's just gonna try and chip away.
Okay.
Another LSA comes out. Another bash onto the Faceless Void. He's taking a lot of damage here. The Remnant to scout out a little bit. Fiend's Grip onto the Razor. He gets blown up by a Laguna Blade, but still alive for a little bit longer. He actually is going to survive. Gets the Essence Ring off in time. And now Fire
Chain Frost kills the Ember.
It blows them all up, and they're gonna get their Roche.
Couldn't use in time.
Spec, she's shown up now. She has Haunt in a few seconds. Can they still contest this? This is really spooky.
No buyback.
I think they're gonna get this Roche. The Haunt is available now. I don't know. No, they shouldn't go for this. No.
Yeah, so that will be a Roche taken for the Dire. Not the worst. It's only the first Roche. Quap takes the Aegis because she doesn't have buyback. Yeah, I feel like if Ember had buyback there, that would have been so big. Just buyback, teleporting to the Remnant, Spectre as a Haunt. They may be able to take that fight, but they're just lacking that little bit of extra damage to finish Dire team. And the mech from the Snapper coming big there.
Yeah, Razor just barely made it out as well. He saw this armor stacking. I guess he took. Oh, the talent's at level 20. I thought the talent was at level 10 for some reason.
Yeah. I think maybe it got changed. Did Starter have axe last fight?
He just got it. So
Okay,
I think that would have been pretty big, because
yeah, it would have been huge. And now there's some items up for Radiant. Like Spectre is gonna get the Radiance, and there's axe on the Starter, so fighting for them is gonna be easier now.
Okay, so
even though
Ember
that
did
has
finish off the Yule, so we'll be able to get out of these silences now. I think that was really important, but I wonder... I mean, it seems like it's too late to go for the Spirit Vessel, like they need more damage. So I do agree with this.
It's so damage. I think you should finish it. But Ember's game is not gonna be that good from now on for sure. Like
yeah, it's not ideal.
He's not gonna be like a super hard carry going into the late game. He can split push though.
The BKBs are almost done, so Faceless Void already has his, and Pop is not too far off now. The Radiance is finally complete. Cronus comes down onto the spec, and Radiance burn not really going to be enough here. Spec's going to get blown up. One of his kisses for good measure. That's really bad. No buyback on the spec, and feeds away the Necro books as well. Google, they're gonna go high ground now. I don't think there's any way for Facebook to stop this. They're just gonna chip them down with LSAs.
Yeah, Pop is getting low, but I mean, she has Aegis, so no more glyph either. This tower's gonna go down. I don't see a way for them to attack this.
Yeah, I mean, Ember doesn't push anywhere near as fast. They still have the catapult. A big Laguna Blade comes out, and Void gets really low, but not going to be enough.
Bing didn't get the
Sonic Wave
off.
Doesn't finish off the Lina, unfortunately, but it seems like they're going to be able to fetch this Rax. Alright,
Okay,
sleep onto the Snapfires. They should be able to at least get Snapfire, but not really that great.
But yeah, it's a small prize for losing the Rax. They're gonna lose the range Rax too. There's a catapult.
Oh. The Cardi, they need LSA it!
LSA? What?
What? No! Oh! It was so close!
Yeah, why didn't he just LSA? And there's two ops words right in the face.
Oh, Castling. He's gonna get caught out by a sleep here. It seems like he's probably gonna die as well.
Yep, that's a dead Lich. But, I mean, these are just support kills. Can they get anything more out of this?
Well, it seems like they're gonna get this mid-tower at least, but they need to get something bigger, right? Like a Quap or Faceless Void, but...
Yeah, no chrono for about a minute. They seem like they want to smoke onto the Void, but there's a ward here. I think maybe it caught a glimpse of this.
Oh, the scan comes out. They're gonna catch the smoke.
Okay. Yeah, great scan.
So Aegis is gonna be around for about another 45 seconds. I don't think anyone took the timing though.
I didn't. So
we're observers. We can tell based on like when it says Roche may respawn.
I never understand this. Okay, I guess there's a better timer on the left now, so that's good. Yeah, these two words in the Radiant space. I can't believe they didn't drop the sentry word. Like even my pups know to drop sentry word. There's two.
All right. You paying?
Are you gonna?
Is he gonna do it for it? Also, I'm seeing an owl on my map. That's the Freedom Eagle. Alright, he gets one. He doesn't get the other one. Oh no.
Just out of range.
Alright, Crater comes out now onto the Spectre again, and one of his kisses into Fiend Scream, but it gets cancelled.
Spectre dies again. No buyback.
Oh no.
The Laguna onto the blade now.
But Sun is also going to die here. He doesn't have buyback either. This looks like to be another free Rax coming out from Google Cloud players.
Quap will get out.
That ward did its job. They still saw it.
Yeah, they finally placed another sentry that got rid of the other ward, but just was alive long enough to get another kill on a Spectre.
Alright, and seems like this track's pretty doomed as well. I don't really see too many options for Facebook. They might just get the melee Raxin back, but it's taking quite a while for them to take this tower. They lost the Aegis now as well. Sleep onto the Queen of Pain, gets woken up by the Lich, so Castling sacrificing his life for his teammate.
Yeah.
What a
Are
hero.
they gonna get anything else though?
That's not gonna be the case at all.
So, successful defense, but I mean, at what cost? Your Spectre just died again. Not looking great.
Well, okay, so Ember's going for an Aeon Disc. It seems like he wants to try and survive through the Chronosphere if he does get chronoed with the Aeon Disc. I don't hate it, but again, their damage issue is very lacking. I guess they haven't really taken like a proper fight. Like they've been the one getting jumped on by this like Chrono or like Queen of Pain. So
yeah, but
maybe
can you
they
take a proper fight? Like
maybe if they can like start the fight, the damage issues won't be as glaring.
How do you start a fight against Chrono though? That's like I guess if you manage to find the Void and Fiend's Grip him and not have it cancelled, then that could be a good fight, but it's so much to ask for. Like Quap can just blink and silence. The Bane has no items.
Yeah. This Aether Lens seems so far away as well. Like his cast range is pretty bad. And they also moved the cast range down to level 15 now. It's like a little bit better, but now you get it so much later. So it's pretty rough to play Bane sometimes these days.
Yeah. I mean, I always struggle with that hero. I think I have like a 20% win rate on Bane.
I finally managed to get mine up to like 40%. Also, Slaughter went for a blink. I don't hate it, but you don't really see blink that often on Slaughter anymore either.
Yeah, I mean, after Ags, I think it's fine. It's just that, what's Blink gonna do for you right now? Like, the Chrono is such a big problem. How do they deal with Chrono?
The eye set up here in the Radiant jungle.
I think what they need to do is they need to sleep the Spectre when he gets Chrono. So like use the Nightmare as a save.
It doesn't really do anything because Faceless Void already has BKB.
It still gives 1 second of invulnerability, no matter what.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Alright, the smoke out comes. I don't think they want to catch Razor first, but that's all they see right now. The map is kind of dark. Okay, they're starting to see more heroes. But the smoke is going to run out soon. They need to act now, otherwise they're going to get spotted. Seems like the pings come out. LSA onto the Void, into a slam. But the BKB's popped by Slaughter. Chrono not popped yet. It seems like GH, he's going to die without the Chrono. They didn't even need it. And Faceless Void, his BKB has run out now. Grip onto the Quap, and Quap's going to die.
Just gonna die, no buyback.
That's a huge start. Nightmare not gonna hit on the Void in time. He got bashed. It's not gonna be able to get the Nightmare off, but Faceless Void, he's in a bit of trouble now. There's a bash available for Slaughter in a little bit. He just killed the Bane with the Slaughter. Faceless Void's gonna die as well. And now Razor's in a ton of trouble. They actually get 4 heroes. Ember does bite back for it, and so does the Slaughter. So at the end of the day, it is a slight advantage going the way of Facebook, but okay, they're gonna get Roche, but it's not up for 8 more seconds. Oh, that's really bad luck for them.
Again, they should check. They should keep tabs on it. But I mean, I think if they go top right now, maybe they can do something. Because Quap doesn't have buyback for.
Seems like they're not sending the courier into the Roche pit. It's very unfortunate for Facebook. If the Roche was there, then this would be.
They kept track of the timer. They should know that it could be up. So he's gonna check again. Come
No,
on,
he just walks
FK,
right past it.
No, not like this. Oh, now they know. They sent a courier in. So
Alright, here we go.
they should tell everyone,
35
right?
minute bounty
Do
runes as well.
Roach right now. It's a fast Roach too. They have a Slardar, so
Yeah, I mean, there's no chrono for 80 seconds, so I don't think they have to
should amp
necessarily rush this, but
the
they
Roach.
should do this
Amp the Roach. Amp the Roach.
ASAP.
Amp the Roach.
Someone to.
Okay, there we go.
You need to break the linkers with Dagger. Yeah, Roach should go down pretty quickly here.
Need to. You can just amp it twice, right?
Yeah.
5-second cooldown.
Try telling that to a Slaughter player.
Dire train coming in, but
They're not gonna get there in
Roach
time.
said, okay, we have a game on our hands.
It's yeah. Oh, Flyover's gonna take the Aegis. He bought back recently, so that makes sense. But he's also got an A on disc, like mostly done now. So does he really need the Aegis? I guess it's fine.
It's a bit redundant. He could use the Aegis first and then come, like he can do the trick where he doesn't fully assemble the Aeon disc and just like leave it in the backpack.
He doesn't have the slots for that.
I mean, he can drop his mango. He can like do a lot of things. Right?
He's gonna. I mean, he bought the vitality booster, but not.
He can drop the.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna do the thing. Yeah, but he's just gonna keep the Aeon disc in his inventory.
But I mean, either way, it should work, right? Like you just swap it in after Aegis. So.
Not gonna be the case at all.
Well, he can now move it to his backpack, maybe?
Yeah, we'll see. Alright, SKS did the haste rune. He might get caught out here. If he pops the smoke, it's probably fine. The smoke on Faceless Void gets
Mina
popped.
has buyback. TP out.
TP out.
Will be
no,
successful.
not gonna get anything out of that.
Void's not gonna chrono for that, so.
Oh, Spectre has a heart complete now, but the damage is still a little bit lacking from the Spectre. Havoc Hammer?
Yeah, I think most of the damage is gonna have to be from the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, working on a data list now, so it should be able to start chunking people down.
Yeah, Spectre just needs to tank. Spectre needs buyback though, like 900 gold from buyback. How does he not have buyback? Like, this is the hero that you need buyback the most.
Yeah, I mean, no one, only Bane has buyback on Facebook now. Alina just got it.
They see him.
They see Spec. The dagger comes out. They know. Chrono not available yet. The ping's the lag. The tactical pause.
Oh boy. Alright. So they have to talk this through, right? Like, are they gonna chrono? There's 4 people on his tail. Like, do they even know how many people are on his ass? I feel like they don't know. But yeah, he doesn't have buyback, and this is big trouble. Like, how does he get away from this? I don't think he can.
Yeah, I guess like he can haunt, and then Quap is on the other side of the map, but he doesn't. No, yeah, this is perfect. He just haunt and go to the Quap, right?
Okay. Yeah, he has to do that right away.
Yeah. Let's see, what's this chrono range like? D-seed. Oh, more pings coming out. Alright. So Quap, working on a Bloodthorn, almost has it complete, it looks like. Where's the Crystallis?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Where is Quap's Crystallis? Faceless Void is going for Satanic? Does he really need it? I guess they're not really having damage issues They seem to be able to take out the Spectre during like Chronos.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, if Spectre Chrono, if Spectre gets Chronos, can they actually kill him in the Chrono right now? Because only Void's far ahead, and Snapfire, I guess, can ult, but at this point the ult doesn't do enough damage. I think the Fraser and the Bane, the Lich aren't going to be able to get their spells off on the Spectre in time, I feel.
I think they have plenty of damage. Like Spec, he doesn't have any armor items, right? It's just like there's no butterfly, there's no Manta Star, like there's no like extra armor coming out of like any of these items. All they have to deal with is this like mischance from the Radiance, but it's not really that much. 1 in 6.
I feel like there's a chance that Spectre survives the Chrono and haunts out.
She needs to haunt as soon as this is over. Oh, that's really weird. I can like see the other broadcaster like reticule thing. Oh, maybe it's yours.
My what?
I can see like where you're looking. So you're looking at the Spectre right now, right? And then you're looking at mid lane.
Yeah.
Alright, Fire
I
Burst
can see yours
back.
too. Okay. Hopefully the lag is fixed.
Alright, can maybe get out of this mess.
Alright, big moment.
Alright.
If he dies, that's probably the game.
Yeah, no buyback. That's very problematic. Alright, not gonna haunt straight away. Another dagger comes out. Void, he's pretty fast. He has the dagger cooldown talent, but I feel like, okay, just gonna TP out of it. No haunt required. That was pretty next level.
Okay.
Alright, and Flyer Bro seems like he's gonna get out of there as well.
Thought about TPing, but cancelled.
Yeah. Oh, he runs into the
They
quad
have a
now.
grip.
They're in trouble. Oh, Bob's dead.
Wow.
And they're gonna get the Faceless Void as well, maybe? Another chain's not available for 2 more seconds with Transparency. Seems like he's gonna die.
The tactical pause paying off.
There you go.
Chrono? Maybe?
The Chrono comes out, it's only gonna catch the Spectre. Do they have the damage for this morning? This comes out now. Quam gets caught in the Chrono, and Spectre's dead. No buyback for 85 seconds. Facebook, they need to get out of here right now. Nice crush from the Slider here, but it seems like they want to fight. Transparency's in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down to another Slider Fist. The chains will help finish him off, but in the meantime, Bane's going to get taken down by the Razor.
Ember's in a lot of trouble.
Ember's going to die as well. He loses the Aegis. He has a Remnant available now, but can he do it? As soon as the gates, he's going to die. 150 seconds without buyback.
Some big troubles there.
Oh no, this is... Wait, I mean, Spec up in 46 seconds, and they're on the other side of the map, so Spec should be alive by the time anything happens.
But Ember's not going to be alive, and that's what their damage is, right?
Yeah, I'm not really seeing that much deep push either. Like, you can spam Dragon Slaves and daggers and maybe, like, hold it off for some time. Seems like...
Yeah.
The pings
They're
are for
gonna go
bot.
straight for the bottom racks.
Also, the T4 items are available now. I saw Faceless Void picked up a Flicker. There's a Timeless Relic on the Lina, so that's gonna be quite nice. These LSAs gonna last 3.1 seconds.
Yeah, but they only have 1 tier 4 item, while Dire has
Fort
all
is popped
4.
now, but there's a counter Fort from the Dire. Alright.
Nightmare
to Quap.
You just give him this lane of racks.
I think you kind of have to, right? Like, I think Fade's in a really precarious situation. He goes to the Fiend's grip, onto the Faceless Void. They still don't know where he is, but Silence comes out now. Bane in a ton of trouble. He looks like he's gonna die first. He has buyback. He uses it instantly. Lina's in a lot of trouble as well. Lina also dies with buyback. Faceless Void uses the Flicker, but still be able to get a Chain Frost onto these Haunt Illusions, but not really gonna do enough damage there. And Spec might be potentially in trouble. The Cookie comes out. Blood Dawn as well. Spec is dead again. Faceless Void dies to the Laguna Blade though.
He's gonna buy back? Void can just buy back.
They potentially end the game. If Spectre doesn't buy back, they should know he doesn't have buyback. And they're gonna get the racks. It seems like they're just gonna play it safe, get the racks back out. Go for the 40-minute bounty runes.
Razor it's a bit deep. He's gonna die.
Oh, I didn't even see that. What is he doing there? The rest of his team's already backed
I
out.
don't really know. He's buying space.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he has buyback, so
That was definitely
potentially-
questionable.
yeah. Dr. still doesn't have buyback.
But
The whole game he's just been dying without buyback. Oof.
Hunting bounties.
alright, Slaughter has money for BKB. Almost. Okay, he didn't save for buyback. 700. I guess his buyback is on cooldown for 15 seconds. All right. Interesting.
Yeah, some big troubles. Yeah.
It kind of feels like I don't know. You're up against a Corona. You need to have buyback, but they're so far behind.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Like they just don't have the gold to do that kind of buyback plays. But I mean, they need to though, right? Like
yeah, like you can't
Like,
rely
how-
on playing perfectly. But another smoke comes out this time with the 3 heroes here.
if they can catch the
Ember's-
Quap here, Quap
Ember's
has no
on the other
buyback.
side of the map. There's no haunt either. This is a bit risky. Like even if they catch someone, do they have the damage to take them out?
10 seconds. Can they find the Quap? That's a big question. They can't.
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, Ember finished off his Daedalus. No buyback for him either. I guess we're going with no buybacks. I kind of understand that like they're really desperate for this, but this is very all in.
Yeah, I think Ember's, it's time for him to get a rapier, honestly. Like, this is
Yeah,
rapier territory.
this is definitely rapier
sure.
territory. He's got the Daedalus now as well. I suppose he's got the Aeon Disc, but I don't think it's really even helping him stay alive. I don't know. I feel like this item is not very good anymore. He's queued up the rapier now.
Yep. Good decision.
Spec
Low
almost
clear
has
from
buyback.
fire. Debating the Quap. Wow, what a play. I would have jumped on this Quap. What a bait.
And that's why we're casting and not playing.
True. Roche up in 1 minute. This Roche will probably be the game. Whoever gets this Roche.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's-
if Facebook gets this Roche, the game's not over. But if Dara gets the Roche, I feel like the game's probably over.
I don't really see a way for them to come back to it, especially if it's a refresh orb. Like even if it's an Axe, right? Axe on Faceless Void is so good.
What does that do now? They changed it, right?
It makes Time Lock do a time lock at everything near where you land.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. It's a 4-second cooldown on the time walk as well.
And also pieces BKB. Like it's crazy, dude. Wait, what?
Spectre needs the butterfly pretty bad.
Wait, where is this cooldown reduction coming from?
Minus 1.2 sec time walk.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
Now?
Top tower is under siege.
Oh, I guess it's like the 20% nerf and the numbers look funny. I thought he had like cooldown reduction, and I was like, what?
Radiant's
Where did this
top
come
Yeah,
tower is
it
being
kind of looked like it, but
Roche is up. It's a refresher shot. Facebook need this.
yeah, double chrono.
They're gonna get spotted out. This observer ward again on the just off the cliff. It doesn't get spotted by the ones on the cliff. There's two sentries. They're both trying to scout the same thing, and it
feel
still
like-
doesn't work.
I feel like this is a pretty common ward spot here. Like,
Yeah, normally you see like you place a sentry here, and then I
Yeah.
think you can potentially use the LSA, but Google, they're gonna go for Roche now, and it doesn't even seem like Facebook know about this. I think this this is
Free
gonna be
Roche.
the beginning of the end of the game.
yep. There's no way they can contest this in time. So.
Satanic done now for both Queen of Pain and Faceless Void. So they were very nimble before. Used to be able to lock them down with stuns, but status resistance could be huge.
Yeah. Although buyback status says Facebook has the buyback advantage a little bit. Quap
Ember just
Actually,
picked
no.
it up.
Pop and Razor both don't have gold, so that's gonna be big. They don't have. Facebook doesn't have buyback on their supports, which is a problem, but they do have buyback on all their cores. So if Dire goes too aggressive here and potentially lose the Quap or the Razor without buyback, that could be a turning point.
Yeah, it's possible. The only problem is there's 2 Chronos now, so that's not easy at all.
That's a problem. So they have to like somehow catch the Void out of position and kill the other people. Whether that's gonna happen, I don't know. Probably not.
This seems pretty nigh impossible for Facebook right now.
Yeah. Alright. This is gonna be
double siege creep as well, so they can't just push out the wave with spam, but they do have the 4. They're gonna pop it now. These siege creeps are gonna go down. Phase group onto the Quap.
On the Quap.
There's nothing to cancel it, but big Cronus speed comes out. Level 25. They catch the Lina. Lina has no buyback, so Lina's gonna die here. Alipace stuck in the corner. He's gonna get trapped as well, but the Glimmer Cape saves his life for some time. A big chain frost coming out here. The big puddle coming out as well from the Slaughter. Spectre's gonna die though. Buys back instantly. Do they have enough damage for this? I don't think so. Another Chrono is available, but he doesn't have the mana for it, so it seems like he's gonna wait for his second life before he uses it. He is gonna go down soon. Flicker in onto the high ground, a pretty unfortunate location, but he's still gonna survive for a little bit longer. And
everyone lives.
Everyone lives. Oh, the Quap gets Searing changed, but it should be able to get out of there with the Satanic.
Everyone gets out? Okay, everyone gets out.
A lot happened, but nobody died. Only the Lina dying here. Oh, I guess Spec died, bought back instantly. I thought Slaughter died as well, but apparently not. But they want to go for round 2. There's another Chrono available if they want to go for it now. Just needs to pop the Refresher Shard. I think he's going to use the BKB first and then pop the Refresher.
No Fiend's Grip, that's big.
That's huge.
And also no Lina to spam off the wave.
And Spec just gonna try and do some work here. The Bloodthorn goes out onto Spectre, getting linked up as well. So there's a lot of Spectre's damage going away now. Another Crush coming out. He's gonna get for the Megas. There's no need.
There is not gonna be any rebuttal to that. And they retreat with all 5 heroes.
They're gonna
and they
back
still have the Aegis
I
and
don't really
Refresher.
think they need to though.
I mean, they could just reset, wait for the Chrono Spirit to come off cooldown, and then go again.
Go for another double. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Racer's got a completed Butterfly, so he's gonna be pretty hard to take down as well.
Yeah, but this does buy time for the Ember to buy a Rapier. It's not going for
I kind of feel like he should sell some items. Well, he's gonna give her a Battle Fury. What? I guess he's up against Megas, but like, this seems like you're playing to not lose versus playing to win, right?
Yeah.
But like, you're still gonna lose anyway. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I think he needs the Rapier.
Like, he still can't clear these creeps even with the Battle Fury.
Yeah. I think Rapier might even work better against the creeps, honestly.
Oh, are we gonna see a Snapfire Axe? I haven't seen this before.
Oh, this is such a meme item. I love it.
I'm gonna see this like, I didn't even know, what is it called?
If they plop the
just throw the Faceless Void in and he drops a Chrono, like, he's got the level 25.
If plop into the fountain, then Facebook has a chance.
Alright, LSA comes out to the Razor now. Big
Spectre in a bit
forward.
of trouble.
He almost went for the Chrono, but not gonna go for it. Big crit comes out, a Nightmare, bit of an anti-combo there. Time walk forward. Chrono not popped yet, finally popped, and Spectre in a ton of trouble. Spectre's now buyback.
He does not have buyback.
And Alipay, he's gonna maybe go down. Faceless Void gets blown up by the Laguna Blade, but they can't hold him in place for any longer. The Refresher gets popped now. And another BKB pops, another Chrono Speed onto 2 heroes. No, he dies to the fountain!
Okay.
The throws! Can he do this? They don't have Ember or Spectre though. I think that it doesn't matter. Faceless Void should just buy back. And GG's called.
Yeah.
It got a little bit frisky, but yeah, 2 heroes without buyback, it's not gonna work out for them. So Google Cloud players taking a very convincing win in game 1. They were ahead for quite a big chunk of the game.
Yeah.
I definitely think the laning phase went far too well for them, because Faceless Void got a really good start, even though he probably should have lost the lane against Slaughter. And,
yeah, there was some. I think that the draft was slightly questionable. The Slaughter pick and also the Spectre pick. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
not having a save against Faceless Void, it's just really hard to play.
Yeah, they kind of like picked losing lanes and also like heroes that don't fare too well into the late game, into a Void and a Razor.
Yeah, I'm like kind of curious because they had 3 heroes to counter this Void, right? And what they picked, I guess they picked Slaughter because they thought the lane was going to end up better, but it didn't end up that way. And then they picked Spectre. And, like I don't think Spectre is like better than Faceless Void in the late game.
Yeah, no, it's not. Well, if they have equal farm, maybe. Like the thing is, Spectre just dies in the chrono, and that can't happen.
Okay, well, we'll be back with game number 2 in a little bit of time. I'm gonna take a quick break to huff down my lunch. I don't know about everyone else. Alright, see you in a bit.